Yes, I was born in, some of you know Maritzburg, the township. There's a rural area next to Maritzburg called Pampumuza. That's where I was born. And I grew up in Ashdown Township, as well as in Pendle, a rural area. Ashdown Township, when the fight between IFP and ANC was strong, UTF happened in the township. During the day, you pass each other greeting. When the sun goes down, you become enemies. You can't be on the street, you get killed. So the violence was that rough at the time. So when my parents felt that the violence is this rough, they'll ship me to the rural areas in Pendle so that I'm protected from this. And when it's a bit quiet, they'll bring me back. So I ended up changing a lot of schools as I grew up because of that, moving up and down. So I was not necessarily drawn into the politics of things, although there were friends that I lost that I knew at the time, but I was always protected and removed from that. So I never got to be exposed much into what was happening in terms of the violence. Yes, I knew about the MK. We study history at school and we learn about things and we see things. And then I happened to join the service, journey the dawn of democracy. When I joined, I went to the college on the 22nd of June, 1993. When I finished training, I was deployed in Port Shepstone. I started in December. We arrived there in December, middle of the night in Port Shepstone. And I started working there. The Port Shepstone was dominated by, in the main, IFP, which honorable member spoke about earlier in relation to the homelands that were there in the past. So it was Zulu police had armed IFP members with a lot of guns, be it Nduna is given a gun, be it a protector of the Nduna, he has a gun. And many others. Honorable Mngango might maybe share more details about some of it. But there were too many firearms that the IFP members were in position of. So here I am arriving here and I'm given a task to ensure that there is public order, there is safety. So we arrived and I worked for the unit internal stability. And when I get into this unit, I'm confronted, as I experienced when I arrived in Pretoria, in the same room we sleep with the Tsonga speakers, the Pedi speakers. I had no clue about how even to greet in those languages. So I had to adjust there. You get people that end up giving nicknames because it's difficult for them to pronounce your name. Same thing happened in Port Shepstone when I arrived there. One of my commanders, a white guy, could not pronounce Mkhwanazi. Even today, majority of the members in this house, if I ask them to pronounce Mkhwanazi, they will put an A after M. They will say Mkhwanazi, and there's no A.